Doctora Yadilette Rivera-Colón, congratulations on being appointed the new school committee member for Ward 3.
Thank you. I'm so excited.
So we are here at the Holyoke Public Library because today you are also bringing the culmination of a program that is happening with Girls Inc. of the Valley, and as a way to show how much your commitment and your work is always active with youth and kind of connects with everything that you're doing. So what happened today in relation to Girls Inc. of the Valley?
So today we had our seniors. They were really excited. We had what we call our midways, which are really rising 11th graders and our rising 12th graders. They are showing off all the things that they did this summer. So we had our students who are externships. They were doing their externships in different places, anywhere from UMass Amherst. They worked at Planned Parenthood. They worked at with drama with kids at the Holyoke Children's Museum, all over, because for Girls Inc. to be successful, they do a lot of programming, but they need the support of other members in the community and other businesses so that our girls get experiences. So we got to hear from them about what they did this summer. We also got to hear the final presentations for our seniors who are doing, they were doing a 1-credit college course at Bay Path University with the course as Women as Empowered Learners and Leaders. And today they were teaching us about women's history, which was really exciting and the things that we don't always learn in school.
So going back to the appointment you got on Thursday night by the school committee and the Holyoke City Council, how this idea of wanting to join and serve as part of the school committee came up?
Well, I would be lying if I said that it was my idea. My partner, Jose, he saw the opportunity. He was the one who first saw the news that Rebecca Birks was stepping down. And we had seen all the work that she had been doing and how important that work is. And it's our word, it's where we live. And when we saw that as an opportunity, he let me know and he said, I think you should run for it. I think that you should do it. And at the beginning, I didn't see when there were elections happening, I didn't see the need because I thought Rebecca could represent us really well. But once that was no longer the case, then I thought that it was our responsibility to make sure that somebody who would be representing us and who would be fighting for our youth to be there. And that's how I then decided to put the paperwork together and try, and for our youth and for our education, because our youth deserves to have the best education possible, and anything that I can do to help move us in the right direction, I'm going to try to do so.
What are your thoughts now that you are officially appointed as member of the school committee and all the work that is now ahead of you?
Well, it is a lot of work. It is important work, and we need to do it right. We need to really be strong in our positions. We have to not as much as push back, but pull in. We need to make sure that there are plans for where our district is going. What are the plans? What's our direction? What are the things that we need moving forward, and how do we achieve them? We have to make sure that there's a plan, that there's no moving goals, right? That if there's a goal that we're supposed to reach, that we will actually get to it. And to be able to get it, to really work together as a whole community to move forward, so that then we can gain local control back to our schools, to be able to really be decisions made for us, by us.
And with these words, by us, one aspect that aligns with all your work that you are always advocating for equity, diversity, and inclusion in your work and the work that you are involved with, how does this, you feel, will impact the representation not only in the school committee but also for the youth in Holyoke who are seeing now someone joining the school committee who is a Latino woman with a Ph.D. degree that looks like them and represents those aspirations, goals, and dreams that some of them have been sometimes made thought they don't belong to them?
Yeah, so I would be remiss if I said that I knew I was gonna be here, right? This growing up, I didn't know many people who aspire to become public servants who looked like me or sounded like me. And I think it's one of those things where you can't be what you don't see. I think that if the more representation that there are of all of our youth, I think the more they will aspire to be able to get those jobs, to get those positions, and being able to dare to dream, right? Being able to not only know that it's a possibility, but that there's a way to do it, that there are people who believe in them, who would be willing to mentor them to move forward. And that's one of the things that I try always to do when I go to the public schools. And I go often enough where they get to know who I am, they see me in other places, and we start talking. And they do call me Dr. RC, and they understand what that means, and they care for other people to also call me Dr. RC. You would see them correcting others. And for many of them, it's the first person that they ever met, a person of color who has a PhD, who is a scientist, who also is a public servant now. I think that those are all possibilities and different hats that many of us can wear, but we were not aware that that was a possibility for us. And I think that, again, you can't be what you can't see. And I think that I'm here and will wear my red lipstick and make sure that I'm seen.